From the moment delegates started arriving in Singapore for this summit, North Korea and its nuclear ambitions dominated discussions.
The reality is that the North Korea is on a course of conduct that becomes more dangerous by the day.
The question is, what is the US and its allies in Asia prepared to do about it? All eyes on this man, US Defense Secretary James Mattis. He is confronted by a missile testing program that shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, the opposite.
North Korea's continued pursuit of nuclear weapons and the means to deliver them is not new, but the regime has increased the pace and the scope of its efforts.
North Korea is the most important defense issue in Asia-Pacific right now, but not the only one. China's continued expansion in the South China Sea in pursuit of its sovereignty claims has alarmed its neighbors. And there are fears about the return of ISIL fighters driven out of the Middle East and bringing their fight back to Asia. In the search for solutions, the involvement of the US is seen as vital.
I think it's extremely critical that the US remains committed and participative in this region. I mean, the long-term security guarantor of the Asia-Pacific has always been the United States.
But there's uncertainty over the Trump administration's long-term commitment. And then there's the growing military ambitions of China.
And that tension, that strategic distrust between those two big players plays down to create a general atmosphere of strategic uncertainty.
And one of the main causes of tension between the US and China right now, North Korea, with the US warning that if Beijing doesn't rein in its ally, then it will. And while delegates here debate what that red line might be and what action Washington might take if Pyongyang oversteps it, what everyone agrees on, the clock is ticking. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Singapore.